Okay, there we go. If you are joining me here on Facebook in the Empowered Entrepreneurs group, hi. If you are listening to this on the Tech Champagne podcast, hi. We're talking about sales today, and I'm really excited. It's one of my favorite topics. I hope that you ask all the questions that you have here in the Facebook group, and I want to answer them for you. But we're going to talk strategy here today. This seems to be the biggest topic that I cover with my one-on-one clients and also in the mastermind that I host. So we're going to talk specifically today about some sales strategy. I know sales can be really tough. It can be really sticky. I think what happens, I know what happens, is that we create these offers out of our blood, sweat, and tears. We have these ideas, right? And then we put some structure around it, and then it becomes a course or a product or a coaching program or an online offer of some kind. And the creation part is not the hard part. The hard part is the sales part. And that's because there's a lot of transparency. There's a lot of vulnerability. There's a lot when it comes to sales. But what I want to do, this is like my mission in life, is to help people feel comfortable with selling. I don't want it to feel sticky. I don't want you to feel like you're a bad person because you're selling something. I don't want any of that. I want you to feel really good about your offer. And I also want you to feel really good about the system that you're using to sell it. So let's talk about a few things here. And as you guys jump on, please say hi. I would love to say hi to you there in the Facebook group as well. Okay, so let's talk about the goals for your sales. It's really important to know what your goals are first and foremost. You can't go into this saying, oh, I have a course, I'm going to start selling it this year. Okay, no. I want to know how many people you want to sell it to. I want you to also know what your total revenue is going to be. We're going to come at this with total confidence and say, I'm going to sell this to 10 people and my launch is going to be 30,000. Really specific. I know we've all heard the SMART goals, right? The acronym SMART, but it's super important. Write it down, put it somewhere so that you can see what your goal is. Check the people off as people purchase. It's really important to know what the goal is for clarity. It's also really important to know what the goal is and how many sales you're getting, just so that you can have some momentum, so that you can feel really good about your process and what it is that you're selling. So let's talk about how to market to people you know. When I'm teaching sales to people, when I'm teaching sales to people who already have an offer that they've been selling for a while, the mindset typically goes to, how can I get more people? How can I connect with more people? How can I bring new people into my funnel? How can I reach out to bigger Facebook groups and grow my email list and bigger net? And while those things are certainly important, it's important to be always growing our email lists and our Facebook groups and kind of keeping that network growing. The big part that people are missing is marketing to people that you've already worked with. I mean, it's a huge audience. I promise you, even if you're new, there's people that you know, people that you've worked with in the past who would love to work with you again. So I want to get you out of this habit of always looking for new people, of not taking care of the people that you already connected with in some level in the past. So let's talk about what that looks like here for a moment. That looks like organizing your sales channels, having your past clients be one of them, and making a new offer to past clients. Because what I see a lot is people who have a high ticket offer. Maybe you have one-on-one coaching, or maybe you have a course or some online offer, and you go through this period with your clients and their contract is over, right? Maybe it was like a 10, 15K investment with you, and you go through your contract, you help them, you deliver, and then you're on to the next, always trying to find that next client, when you could just send some messages to past clients, keep that revenue going, and also make it easier for everyone. And most importantly, take care of your people. Hi, Casey. Casey Jean just hopped on. Hi, darling. It's nice to see you on here. So that is a really important sales channel that a lot of people miss. So if I had to give you one task for this training, it would be to write a series of 3 emails in your email management system, because I know you have one, and send a new offer to past clients. That's it. Don't do any marketing. Don't try to bring new people into your funnel. Just send a new offer to past clients. And the reason that I say 3 emails is because we need that repetition when we're selling, right? If you send a message to someone one time and they don't snatch the offer that you're offering, it doesn't mean they don't want it. It just means that we're busy. And how many tabs? Here's a question. How many tabs are open on your computer right now? That is a question. If I had to guess mine, this is actually a low day for me. I think there's probably close to 20. I think 18 are open right now on my computer. So I want you to take that into account. So here's a task for you for this week. You can schedule them for next week. Totally up to you. A series of 3 emails that sells a new offer to past clients. They already know you. They already love you. They're already waiting to see what you have coming next. And just because people are posting their new offers on social media, we cannot assume that people are seeing it. The algorithms are in charge here, not us. I wish it was us. I wish that all the money and time that we're spending in our social media posts, I wish they were reaching everybody, but they're just not. I love it. Casey says she has maybe 20 tabs open over on her side. I know. It's what we do, and our brains are the same. So send your 3 emails to people. They don't have to be super long. I don't want you to Google what to say in my marketing emails. I want you to write the way that you would speak to someone with a new offer. Doesn't have to be a huge offer. It doesn't have to be high ticket, but I can guarantee that you would sell some offers if you just reach out to your past clients who already love you. They're already following your social media. They've already worked with you in some capacity, and they know the value that you bring to the table. So don't forget about them. I don't want you to forget about them. There's a couple things you can do here. You can make an offer that's brand new to them, or you could bundle together offers that you already have with a deep discount and send it to your past clients. So I want to take the pressure off. I don't want you to think, oh gosh, I don't have a new offer. Let me create one. And then I've got to add a page to my website. And then I've got to adjust my payment processor and all these things that will stop you from doing that. I want you to also consider bundling things together. Bundle them together. Maybe you've got 2 offers that you really love, and maybe you make a buy one, get one free, and that's your bundle. And you're honoring your past clients by offering them something of high value, lower cost than if they were a new person coming in. Okay, so that's sales channel number 1. Those are your past clients. And there's your homework to write 3 emails to your past clients. Okay, number 2, social media. Certainly that's a sales channel, right? You've got your past clients are one sales channel, but your social media is another sales channel. So in social media land, we have Facebook groups, we have Instagram, we have TikTok. Also, don't sleep on TikTok. TikTok is blowing up for business owners. Don't think it's all kids dancing around. It's just not. It's a valid tool for business owners. So we've got our Facebook groups, we've got Instagram, we've got TikTok. I know some of you guys are using LinkedIn. There's so many channels here for you to be connecting with people. But here's the thing. If you are just casting a large net on social media and expecting sales to come in, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You've got to talk to people, not at them. So something that I like to do, I love social media. I think it's a creative outlet. I don't put too much of my own self-worth on whether or not people like what I post or whatever. We can't really let it affect our self-esteem. But what I do like to do is take a peek at the metrics, keep my eye on the metrics, and see what people are opening, what they're not opening, what they're liking. I do it once in a while. I don't obsess over it, certainly. But I like to see what the trends are. And when I do have something that I am selling, I have a new sales course coming here starting in January, I like to pepper that in and see what content people are really connecting with. So a lot of people are connecting with sales strategies right now because January is coming. And when January comes, it's always new me, new business, new life, new everything, which is great. It's a great time to be selling for January right now. So I look at my social media, I see what the trends are. And then I will send DMs to people. I know some of you guys that are on this training right now are jumping into the sales course I have launching in January. It's called Aligned Sales. And Aligned Sales is going to go in way, way deep into what we're talking about right now. But what I did last week was I sat down, turned on a movie or a Netflix show, I don't remember, and I lit the fire in the fireplace, and I took a look at my Instagram. And I thought, who's commenting? Who's watching? Who might be interested in Aligned Sales for January? I contacted some past clients. I sent some voice notes. I sent some DMs, wrote them out. And I think 4 people bought the course in the hour and a half that I spent just sitting on the couch watching a movie in front of the fire. So it's really not difficult to use social media to bring in sales. It's not difficult at all. You can do it in your downtime. You can do it in the car. You can do it while you're waiting for your child to get out of school. You can do it anywhere, right? So I don't want you to put too much emphasis on, people liking and sharing your posts, but I certainly do want you to be aware of the trends and the people that are in your world consistently on your social media. So in these Facebook groups, I'm going to give you a strategy here. In social media land, there's a lot of noise, but there's also a lot of connection. So in Facebook groups are one of the easier groups of people for you to actually speak directly to. And a lot of these Facebook groups don't allow promotion, which I support. Nobody wants a spammy Facebook group where people are just selling to each other all day long. But what they do want is value. So there are groups that allow you to promote. There's one locally here in Santa Barbara that allows twice a month for you to promote. And if anybody else uses Facebook groups that has days that allow promotions, please put it in the chat here in the Facebook group. So this group allows promotion on, 1st and the 15th of the month, allows you to post links. Fantastic. But what do you do the rest of the time? You don't want to wait till the 1st and the 15th of every month. What do you do the rest of the time when you want to promote something? Here's what you do. I have a little strategy, a little secret for you. I am someone who likes to break rules when it makes sense. So I had a client just before this training, and I was teaching her about the strategy for Facebook groups. So you have to have something for free. This is part of your sales funnel anyway. A free tool of some kind that lives on your website or is hosted somewhere with a link so people can opt in for it. We've all seen opt-in pages. We know how to sign up for things. So if you have a link to a freebie, what I like to do is I go into Facebook groups and I say, hey, I've created this tool to solve this problem. If anybody's having this problem, please comment below and I'll send it to you. I'm not posting links. I'm not posting links. Most of the time it gets through, not a big deal. So people will comment. I will DM them the link. They'll get into the sales funnel. All is well. But I really like making those posts with a call to action. That's a really specific call to action. So I go into Facebook groups. I only have 3 that I'm super active in. I don't want you to have 10 Facebook groups because then you're really diluting your message. Nobody will remember you if you just pop in once a month to 10 Facebook groups. You just will kind of get lost in the shuffle. So make sure that you've got a free offer and make sure that you're carefully observing the rules of the Facebook groups. Totally fine to kind of walk the line. If the admin has an issue, they will let you know, and that's okay. That is okay. I like to ask for forgiveness instead of permission. So in this social media sales channel, I want you to get comfortable with DMing people. So there's a good way to do this, and then there's a horrible way to do this. And I post about this pretty often. But with social media DMs, you can't cold message people. I'm sorry. It's not good. Don't friend someone and then send them a copy paste message. If you're here on the Facebook group, put a 1 in the chat if you have had this happen to you. It happens to me quite often. I really don't like it. It's a slimy sales tactic and it won't get you sales. So let's just all agree to not do it collectively. We are not going to do this. So what you do instead is make mindful posts. If we're talking about Facebook and Instagram, make mindful posts that create conversation. And when that conversation starts, if someone is asking you a question about something, then you have permission to send them a DM. right? Start conversations, start authentic conversations. Don't copy paste. Don't do that. I don't want you to do that. But you can certainly make a list of people that you think would be a good fit for your offer. Maybe you've chatted with them throughout the year. Maybe you know they have started something that they haven't finished that they could use your support with. Totally cool. Send them a DM. I mean, we're not copy pasting long messages here. So just be mindful. And again, write the way you speak. Do that in your email marketing. Do it in your social media DMs. So I guess the point here is I don't want you to be afraid of DM conversations. I don't want you to be afraid to follow up with people because we're all busy. We all have too many tabs open in our brains. It's totally fine to start conversations with people. So if you have a course, this is the magic of courses. And if you don't have a course yet in your offer suite, it's time for you to have one. It is time for you to have one. Because I just shared a story where I sat next to my fireplace the other night and DM'd some lovely people that I know that have been to my live events, that have interacted with my Instagram recently, that have sort of like been in my world in a really lovely way. I think I brought in like 1,800, no, I think it was 2,000, sitting by the fireplace. So that's how that works. And I didn't have to go anywhere and do anything. It's for the course Aligned Sales. It starts in January and I'm really excited about it. So the course is certainly, you know, it's magic because you create it once and sell it over and over and over. And you get to help people, a lot of people at the same time with one offer, which is great. Okay. So we talked about the past clients as a sales strategy. We've talked about social media as a sales strategy. Let's next talk about a renewal strategy. So this is also a gap in most people's business. I don't know why. I think it's a really great sales channel, but for some reason, a lot of people forget it. I don't know. So I'm going to share what I have as a renewal strategy, and hopefully that helps you add one to your business. So for current clients, you know, I talked about the problem a moment ago where you have someone that you're working with one-on-one, or they go through an offer that you have and then just sort of disappear, and there's no follow-up. There's no automated email that goes out. There's no added support. There's no opportunity to work together again right away. So if that's the case for you, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. A lot. And I know this because I used to do it. I think once I implemented a renewal strategy, my revenue tripled for the year. And here's the thing, we were talking a minute ago about past clients. So renewal strategies are obviously for past clients. Renewal, repeat. They're for current and past clients. So here's what I like to do. I have one-on-one clients that I work with for 4 months. We build a website, a sales funnel, courses, all the things that bring in a lot of revenue with less time and effort. So ways to support a lot of people with not a lot of time. That's always the goal. So with my renewal strategy, when people are in the one-on-one container with me for 4 months, they get to a point where they have maybe 3 or 4 meetings left. I offer them a renewal. I say, hey, you know, we've got a lot left to do because let's face it, our businesses are never done being built, right? They're never done. They're always in motion. They're always evolving. New systems are always coming out. And for a lot of my clients, they don't want to be just left to their own devices. They're like, oh gosh, Alisa helped me build a sales funnel and all the technology, and now I just have to figure it out myself. No, I don't want to do that. So what they do is they will renew their contract. So I will say, I would love to have you, you know, sign on again for another set of sessions. If that works for you, I will give you 20% off the investment for the program. And I will also give you a group program for free. So I run a mastermind as well. You know, it's sort of like the bucket of offers that we can have in our business. I have a one-on-one, which is a high investment, high ticket offer where we work together one-on-one. It's a lot of togetherness and a lot of help on what it is that you're building. I do a lot of it for you. I also run a mastermind that is a group program where we have 2 calls a month and a lot of support, but not the one-on-one. So when people renew with me, I say, hey, I'll give you 20% off, plus I'll gift you a mastermind, which is a $4,000 program for free. And then you can have other people, you can kumbaya with the group, you can come on these calls, you know, twice a month and come to the live events and all of it. So that is a renewal strategy. If you don't have one for your business, you need one. You need one. We're talking a lot today about taking care of our past clients. So a renewal strategy will help you do that. So those are the 3 sales channels that I wanted to go over today. Your past clients, making new offers to them or giving them a bundle. Your social media as a sales channel. We talked about Facebook groups and DM conversations. And then also a renewal strategy. So that's the 3rd sales channel that we've talked about today. So that is for past clients and also current clients. And that's a strategy to get them to continue working with you so that you can help them continue their growth. And I also don't want you to be afraid of selling high ticket offers for people. I don't. You can raise your prices anytime. You don't need permission. If you have been selling at the same level for the last several years, it's time to increase. If you have not raised your prices in 2023, please put a 1 in the chat. I want to see. But this is your permission. You get to do it. It doesn't matter what other people are charging. I don't want you to get too stuck in market research. I want you to determine what feels good for you and go from there. Because I don't want you signing clients or working with clients where you're undercharging and then you feel this stickiness, this resentment. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like you're being honored for the number of years that you've put into your business or the investments you've made to continue learning. I want you to have pricing that feels really good to you. And when you're confident in your pricing, this is really important. When you're confident in your pricing, when you're presenting this to a potential client, it comes across, right? When we're looking to hire people, we want leaders. We want somebody to be in charge of us. I don't want to hire someone who then makes me decide how to do things that I don't know how to do. So when you are selling to clients, I want you to be in your leadership. Being a leader is really important. That's why people hire you. We don't hire people and ask, we don't want them asking us what we should do. We've hired them for a reason. We want a shortcut. We don't want to be spinning our wheels. We want to have someone who's an expert at what it is that we want to be doing. So I don't want you to be scared of selling a high ticket. So market research, yes, it's important, but it's also not important. So it's up to you to determine your pricing and what feels good to you and what will help you feel happy in the work that you're doing. Okay. So I mentioned aligned sales a moment ago, and this is the new sales program that I'm running for January. It'll actually run through March, and we have 8 live calls. I'm running a live program for the first time in a long time, and I'm very excited about it. So we are going to start aligned sales in January will be our first live call. And we are going to start with finishing up offers that you might have halfway done. I think a lot of the people that are jumping into aligned sales right now have asked me, is it okay if I jump in even though I have a course that's halfway done? Yes, it is okay. We are going to be working on that in the pre-work before the calls start. And I will also be helping you finish those projects up because I know sometimes they get stuck. So if you would like some help bringing in more revenue than you've ever seen in 2024, you have to be in aligned sales. Aligned sales right now, the regular pricing for aligned sales is $1,297, and I have it on sale right now for $397. So if you are listening to this on the podcast or seeing it in the Facebook group, Empowered Entrepreneurs, you will get a code for the $397, and it will be going to regular price here before the end of the year. And I'm very excited to see you there. I hope that you have enjoyed this training. If you have any questions here on the sales channels that we talked about today, please send them my way, Alisa@AlisaWilcox.com. And I will look forward to seeing you in aligned sales. Okay, have a great day, guys. Bye.